and I am black. So when I saw that, as I told you, my pineal gland told me to keep going. When I saw that having bad luck, it was like so many pictures went through my mind. So many. So now I go and I get another link, and it is talking about mind control. And she had a link to MKUltra, so I don't remember which one I found this in. But anyway, they were talking about how these people could actually control your mind and your thoughts and have you do things. And when I was reading that, these pictures was like, it's like my life was flashing before me. My past life, things in my past life began to flash before me. There were times when I would like almost get myself into some stupid shit. And when I say stupid shit, I mean stupid shit. And it's like my mind would say, what the fuck are you doing? And I would like wake up. I could remember that more than once. But then there was a time where something happened. And I really want to tell you, I have told some TIs over the phone, and I have told maybe a couple of my children, but I have not told all of my children. So therefore, I am not going to put this out there. And no, it has nothing to do with an abortion. Whatever you think it is, you can believe it is not. It has nothing to do with sex, none of that. Whatever you think it is not. And anyway, I was walking, I'm going to tell you this much. I was walking from my son's room to the living room, to the kitchen, and into my room. And when I got over the threshold of my room, it was just so fucking weird. I had something in my hand, and I did not know I had it in my hand. And when I looked down and saw what was in my hand, I quickly dropped it. And I could have harmed it more by dropping it instead of dragging it. And for years, that bothered me. I wanted to know, why did I do that? What happened? What happened? And then I thought about Frankie J. How Deborah got burnt. She went to answer the phone, and then Deborah is burnt, and Frankie J could not know how Deborah was burnt. I could feel her pain. I also had my third child die, and she was a girl. And I think Frankie J's third child died, although they died different ways. When my baby died, I felt my pain. And I can also feel her pain. So somehow I'm looking at some form of a repeat. You know, like different person, different words, different clothes, same plot. Because my life seems to be going like Frankie J's life went. But so what they did to Frankie J, they did not come in and take away her things. They had my nephew to play with matches, which he knew he was not supposed to do. To play with matches, he is 6 years old, he knows better. And he goes to a what? Catholic school. Because his mom was programmed to think that she was better. Why? Because her skin was lighter. Although my skin was lighter, Frankie J would say, they wasted a color on me. No, I should be black. That's what she said. Isn't that something? They wasted a color on me? I wanted to ask her who was they, but I did not, because she is Frankie J and I was little, and I did not want my teeth going down my throat. And that's okay. I care a lot for my family, all my family. Anyways, so now getting back on track. See, they always try to take me on an emotional ride so they can see me cry. Because they be hurting the fuck out of my back. And I know it's them. Because if my back was really like that, it would be broke by now. But I be in so much pain. But I still get up and I do things. So I know it's them. They don't want me to get up and do anything, so they make my back hurt. So I can sit down. For a few minutes, takes me 30 minutes to sweep a floor when it used to take less than, 3? Now 30. They are 10 timing me. Oh, and there's 10. And then we just saw the other 10 because they thought their shit was complete. But their shit is not complete. And that's why Carmel is going to be in trouble. And she is going to be in trouble by Zay. Because she put Zay into the bullshit. Zay is the programmer. I don't give a damn if you believe what I say or not. Like I say, what I say does not require your belief. I know. Because before this shit happened, the only thing I studied was me. I studied me. And I taught which is my history. And I taught it to my children. I did not study the world around me. Why? All people seem to be crazy to me. Maybe that's why I got caught up in the bullshit. So I could know that no, these people are not crazy. These people are dealing with neuro-linguistic programming. Now back to Frankie J and me, our lives. So they sent my nephew to burn down Frankie J's house. Right? Now Frankie J loses everything. Not only does Frankie J lose, I lose. I had my first set of wedding rings were there. They were real. And my toys were there. I still have my toys. I was going to give my toys to my children. But my grandson, my nephew, burned the house down. So that's how Frankie J lose her pictures and everything. And to me, they didn't burn my house down. They came in and took everything I had. They snatched my shit up. Because they knew I had no one. They knew no one is going to help her. And my dumb ass go and set my ass down in M00r. Not knowing the depth and the wickedness of the Neanderthal's mind. So I was ignorant and I sat there and I was doing fine. And I was having my own business going. I would go to auctions and oh man, they just came in and took every fucking thing in the world. And do you know what people will tell me? That I should forget about that. That happened in the past. I should forget about that. My own children will tell me that. So can you imagine what people outside my children will tell me? You should forget about that. That was in the past. That's like telling me to forget about slavery. It was in the past. And to forget about the slaughter of my people, in Israel. A long time ago, way before 1940, and the pink people took it over. They want me to forget about this. It's like telling me to forget about that. It's like telling me to forget about slavery. It's like telling me to forget about Black Wall Street. It's like telling me to forget about everything that is me. But I am to remember JFK. I am to remember 9/11. I am to remember a whole other bunch of shit. Washington, the first president. Some people expect me to know all the presidents, verbatim. If you show me a $5 bill, who's ever the fuck on the Benjamin, whoever Benjamin is on $100 bill, see? I don't pay attention a lot, and sometimes I just don't give a fuck. But yeah, if I have $100 bill, I know I have $100 bill. I do not call it a Benjamin. Anyways, to tell me to forget about my life and what happened to me, it is in the past, is to tell me to forget about myself. I mean, everyone else has forgotten about me, so why shouldn't I forget about me? No one else remembers, You guys do not know how deep this program is and how deep it can go. As I said, they have me repeating the same thing as Frankie. They come in my house, they take my things, right? Take everything, right? So now I do not have pictures. And that is to take away my children's memory. And that is what they are taking away. They are stealing our memories. And not too long ago, maybe a couple of years ago, I stepped in my daughter's house, and my daughter says, you know why they took your pictures? And I looked at her and said, yes. But she answers anyway, and she says, that was so we can forget. So we won't remember. She said, that's why I take so many pictures, so we can remember. And I knew. Then they took away Frankie J pictures when they burned down the house. And then for a while, Frankie J, she was homeless. And there's some sad stories into that. And I was living in Richmond, Virginia. I was full-time for Yahweh Ben Yahweh, and I left. I left to go and help my mama find her a place. However, they had already programmed my sister to go against my mom, and when I stand up for Frankie J knocks me down. Wait, hold on. This girl is saying these things to you? Really? The way she was talking to Frankie J? No, you're not going to talk to my mama like that. You, me, and nobody is going to talk to my mama like that. But then when my mama turns on me, and I am taking up for her, I was so fucking confused. Difference between me and Frankie? None of my children has taken up for me. Never have, and they have not yet. They were going to turn against me, but they have not taken up for me. That is how deep the program has gotten, or somehow their program did not get me, And so it was some bad shit from happening to them. But anyway, Frankie, she was homeless, and then now I am homeless. But Frankie got through it, and I got through it. And I went to her when I was homeless in 2005, and she told me that if she had to go through it, she would not know if she can handle what I was going through. And I think she could have handled it. And maybe she said it because she had already had to go into the mental institution because she could not handle Deborah being burned. But they did not burn my children like that, although they did burn my sons Adonai in the head and swept that shit under the carpet because they can do it. Why? Because no motherfucker cares. Nobody cares. This shit was on CNN. That man said the church has destroyed my family or some bullshit like that. But still, the church destroyed his family. And people are still Catholic and people are still Christian. To me, something is going on. Something is fucking wrong here.
For the advanced study of human sexuality, train priests the same way the medical profession has been trained. Desensitizing.
There is that word. It is to desensitize or sensitize. There is that word.
The priests on issues of homosexuality and promiscuity and bisexuality and everything else, using that pornography to desensitize them and condition them, and in many cases, to seduce them.
But the fallout has extended into mainstream Protestant churches as well, with one scandal after another, involving some...
And this is what they tried to put on Yahweh Ben Yahweh. And this is what they tried to put on York. They put this shit on everyone. But Yahweh Ben Yahweh and York are innocent of this bullshit. York's only, the thing that York did, I can say York did, is he taught in the higher realm, but he operated off his lower self. To have so many wives, why do you need to have so many wives to try so many different females? Why? Aren't you of the higher level? So I thought. But I still enjoy his knowledge, and I enjoy the knowledge that he gave to me. Now you're out.